no one wants to attend to you. No private clinic will definitely attend to you, neither government hospitals, because there's this these are not held responsible for anything. So seeing
Yeah, I just want to again express solidarity with Nigerians back home on behalf of the Nigerians here in New Zealand and also other citizens in New Zealand. We stand together against government tyranny, we stand against corruption, and we stand against those who would perpetually hold on to power at the expense of the lives of citizens that they, you know, have sworn to protect. So yeah, even though it might seem bleak and it might seem discouraging, we in the diaspora all the way on the other side of the planet are standing with you.
Thank you very much. Take care, bro.
We belittle our protest, our movement, if we start using misinformation as a basis to get sympathy. Such sympathies don't last and it backfires on us. So yes, we support the EndSARS and we have to be careful, like Peter pointed out, to know how do we avoid it being hijacked by the hoodlums who just want to create problems.
Thank you.
For their own purpose. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And now we have Mr. Matthew Adetifa, the Yoruba president.
Is that Nigeria is definitely not going very well at the moment. There's a lot of agitation there. Dr. Dossier has been saying what is happening in Nigeria is really, really bad. We all thought that Nigeria can do better. And I think what people are saying there about SARS is not just police brutality alone. It's about multitude of problems that have been there for a long time. And I think even the police brutality is part of the problem with governance that's been there for a long, long time. So like Dr. Dozier said again, it is true that we have some genuine protesters, and we have different kind of people with different agendas. There are politicians that are taking advantage of it. There are people that are, sponsoring the thugs to go and attack them. There are also other groups that are also there to loot. It is very, very risky for us to try and get sympathy when we don't get our facts. Even in my association, I try as much as possible to get people to be objective and to have evidence-based information or postings or clips before they start saying things. If people are telling you anything, you need to find out where they get the information from. So that at the end of the day, when you provide the information and they ask you, where is it from? And you say, I just saw it on my, somebody just sent it to my WhatsApp page. And if it is discovered that it's not true, the next time you see something like that, they will never listen to you. They will just think that it's just one of the things that you are doing. Because to my mind, when I heard about the killing in Lekki, I thought that if soldiers are shooting directly at people, we have more dead people. It's not just going to be bullet wounds or a little bit of cut there and there. And I think that there is a lot of things that we don't know about people turning off the lights and chasing people and shooting at them, because we are not getting anywhere. Everything is going to just small group of people in Nigeria that are refusing to share it. Evidence of that is the warehouse full of food that's supposed to have been distributed to people long time ago. And people are just jumping on top of each other to go and grab it now because they were lucky to see it there. So Nigeria is not going very well. There's a lot that needs to change there. There's a lot that, and it's a good thing now, at least they are listening. It has never happened like this before in Nigeria, this kind of a protest where they tell them they don't have a leader. Because in the past, when there is protest like this, they will just grab the leaders. And then they will just go and be torturing them until they, divide and rule, and then everybody will disperse and they may not even answer them. But this time around, it is really, really tough. And that's why they were able to do that looting for almost 48 hours now before they start checking them.
Thank you, Lawrence, for inviting me to the program. Look, all right, yeah. So it's unfortunate what's happening back home. Nobody wants to see their people die. It's really frustrating what our people are going through, and I can understand why they've organized this protest. The best thing the government can do under this scenario is at least listen to the voice of the people, to their yearnings and the reason why they're organizing this protest, and to, of course, find a way of resolving these issues rather than, operating from a position of strength because they've got the barrels of the guns and, killing people indiscriminately. No sane government will indulge in this sort of activities. It just goes a long way to show you that things are not well back home. And for our people back home, look, our thoughts are with you. We can understand, we know what you're passing through. One thing is sure, this is not going to be forever. At some point, the government will just have to listen. The level of protest we have seen so far will, underpins the frustration of our people and how they want to see things done differently. And at some stage, the government will just have to listen to what's going on and try to address the situation. Luckily enough, we had the international community and highly placed people around the world, the likes of Hillary Clinton and co, making commentaries in relation to what's going on in Nigeria. And hopefully we expect to see some change.
Thank you very much. Is that actually, you look at, you help us shine light on those palliative cares and how you feel that Nigerians, governors, stock the palliative cares that are meant for people. Is that, please?
Yeah, what I saw there, it's not new to me. It's something that my mom worked as a cook during the Jonathan regime. And then it's something that we've seen before. I don't know if you've heard about expired rice being shared to, what's it called, Women Forum in Bayelsa State way back when the Jonathans were still contesting for presidency. It's a normal thing from the government to hoard facilities like this. They hoard it, even the food, the supplies, they get gifts and other things. It's a cultural thing. Let's not just blame the government. It's something that greed is becoming part of our culture. You understand? It's now a cultural thing. It's so shameful to see how people were in need because on the 1st of October, we went for social responsibility here. A pack of Indomie, giving out a pack of Indomie to Indonesians, and they were rushing and begging for just one piece of, one sachet of Indomie. And then when I saw my own country doing the same thing, the lack for food, it's so hard, it's so heartbreaking to see how they can store this food, save it for their political game for 2023. They will keep it, not that they would even share it, they will keep it to 2023 when it's even bad, because I've seen women with my own eyes during the political campaigns when they give them expired rice. And these are things that are stored for like 3-4 years when I was in Nigeria. So it's not new, seeing it like this, it's not new.
Thank you very much. Do you have one last word to say to Nigerians over there and to the president? Just 30 minutes, 30 seconds.
Yeah, to every Nigerian, I would say the fight is real. Everything that is happening is real, but we have to have our own self-discipline as a person. If I want change, then I should act like one. I shouldn't act like something that I want to change. If something is bad, then I should try to change it. And I believe change is an individual process. The government can change, but if we, the people, don't change our mindset, our mentality, nothing will still change in Nigeria. It's just going to be a circle, whoever gets in there. So that is it. We need to start changing our mindsets. We need to start changing our mentality. We need to open our mind to have this unity and what's it called? Drop tribalism out of us. Like when someone would ask me, where are you from? I'm just a Nigerian. They always want to, where exactly are you from? I say, I am a Nigerian. So let's keep tribalism beside us all the time and know that it is one Nigeria all the time. Whether we divide into 100 pieces or whatever it is, it will still not change it. It will not change the black to white. The change will occur from within, from inside. So
Thank you
it.
very much.
Oh, okay. I'll make it quick. My name's Toben Somad Nameshi. Currently, I'm the president of Igbo Association in South Australia. So today we had a rally and SARS. So it went good. Few people turn out. It wasn't as much people that we expected to turn out, but because I believe other people have other engagement that make it to be so. But yeah, we have a huge turnout, which is good. So we are certainly behind everything you guys are doing, and so we'll do everything we can to support the cause.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So while we are running out of time, we just have a few time, maybe 4 minutes more left. So I'll just give everybody 30 or 40 seconds to express your solidarity to the people in Nigeria and whatever advice you have to give them. Mr. Peter, the Edo president.
I think a lot have been said. My advice to the Nigerians, especially the youth, we vote the people actually ruling us today in there, because the vote in Nigeria is not actually a vote, because they buy them over. Because we've seen that in Edo State election, we see that in Ondo just recently, where people are selling their conscience. So we are, in one hand, we are taking the money and are putting them there. On the other hand, we are crying out loud that what they are doing is not good. So we need to decide what we're going to do, because at the end of the day, we have a role to play, and we are part of the problem also. So the Nigerian youth have to look at what they are doing, because you don't have a job. You are giving your vote to somebody that is not going to produce you a job. So they need to carefully, work on a path they know that is going to be favorable to them and their future. So that's all I would say.
Got Mr. Matthew Adetifa, just in 30 seconds, your solidarity to the Nigerians, and yeah.
Thank you so much. I just want to add that the Nigerian youth have really done very well. I think it's a win for them for what they have done over the last two weeks, because they've been able to get everybody to stop and listen. Even if some of them were killed and people were in the hospital, I think it's a win for them, and they should learn from it, so that we will be able to use our vote. They should use their vote to vote for the right person, because no matter what they give you when you're about to vote for them, it's not going to change anything if they don't change that, governance and the way we manage the country. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And
yeah, Lawrence, I'll come from a slightly different perspective.
No
yeah, what we see in Nigeria today, the attitude of our youths is a product of the leadership we actually have. Okay. You can't push a man to the wall and you expect that man to keep moving. Yeah. At some point, they need to react. Mm. So the government has actually weaponized poverty. And with our people living in abject penury, what other alternative do they have but to seek ways to survive? I'm not justifying anything. If you compare Nigeria with Australia here, where you have all sorts of social security, yeah. So if you take this away from the people here in Australia and other parts of the Western world, of course there will be chaos. Our people, our government need to do things correctly. What they have done recently, they actually see it as weakness rather than strength. They should be addressing the problems on ground. And to our youths who have put this protest up, I say kudos to you. thumbs up. We're not there with you physically. Keep doing what you're doing. Someday it will bear the fruits that we all desire.
Thank you very much. So to round this up, let's get our senior editor here, Dr. Dozie, to round this up. And we thank everyone for calling here on behalf of myself and Loobi Network. Like I said, this is not affiliated to any organization, either Nigeria, Igbo, or Yoruba, or whatever it is. We're just there for the people, and mostly for Nigerians. We are focusing on Nigerians entrepreneurs only. Okay, Dr. Dozie, over to you.
Okay, now we have a proverb that if somebody takes the toy that belongs to a child and holds up his or her arm, eventually the arm is going to start aching and they'll bring it down. I think this is a reckoning where that toy that we've held up from the youth, our arm, the old people, our arms are aching now and we're bringing it down. What we should encourage young people to do is to continue this model they've adopted of not having a specific leader who can be bribed or harassed, but to be careful to weed out hoodlums and not to use disinformation. If they can continue with this model, that would then lead them, and this can now continue up to 2023, and then maybe we can now have young people taking over the reins of power. But they should be careful to avoid being hijacked by hoodlums and encourage people to use misinformation to get sympathy, which does not last. It will backfire on everybody. But this is all supported, and everybody knows why.
Thank you very much. I just want to thank everybody that called. I just want to thank everybody that called in tonight. Thank you for giving us time. And I hope that our Nigerians will hear what you guys have said and they hit to that. Okay. Thank you. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week. So can we just raise one hand on for all Nigerians, guys, wherever you are, let's just give that hand. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody. Thank you. And God bless and have a nice week.
You too. Thank you, my brother.
Hey, future people, tonight we thank our guests that came from far away, Asia Pacific. We thank Esther from Indonesia. We thank Mark Hughes from New Zealand. We thank Yoruba Cultural and Heritage Association President, Mr. Matthew Adetifa. We thank Igbo Victoria President, Mr. Avis Wachuku. We thank Nigerian Victoria Association Chairperson, Dr. Dozie. We thank Igbo Association of Adelaide President, Mr. Tonna. We thank everyone that contributed tonight. We thank Edo Club Australia Victoria President, Mr. Peter. We thank you guys for contributing tonight, and thank you for your sincere and solidarity to Nigeria.